He didn't have anything useful to say, so now I gotta go figure out what to do with this Ichthian relic. Start out this way. Insulated white fur Yaren garb of the wilds. So we got a double affix monster rare here. So this is different. There's Yaren item in Act 3 also. So I guess they got a whole new set of Yaren stuff. So if there's a monster rare, chances are there's also going to be a monster infrequent. I don't think I ever set these to aggressive. Although they don't do too bad on normal. I killed one of my pets. I haven't had too much trouble with them dying. I think there was one boss that kind of killed some of them, but for the most part they've been holding up pretty good. I mean, I think they're holding up better here than they did in Act 4. I know in Act 4 I did more kiting, where I could keep the aggro off the pets and just let them chew things down while they chased me around. I think I might have just did a big circle. Yeah, so this is right back where I was. Looks like a Barmanu attack over there. Probably isn't as strong, but similar. Now before I go there, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think that's all I can do here. There goes more of those. Hey, that's a different attack there, too. Looks like ice spikes came up out of the ground. You know, I haven't really noticed that new attack I put a point into, explode. I haven't noticed that go off yet. Now, I suppose it could be, and maybe it just has a small effect and I don't see it. But I'm going to try to watch for that. Raven's Beak. That's something new, too, with the expansion. Pretty decent damage for a blue weapon on normal. I mean, for a for a fast weapon. You might get that on a club or something, but for like a dagger or a sword, wow, 37% physical, 40% pierce. It's a pretty good weapon. And you know, for the most part, blue weapons are really disappointing. Most of the time you're going to use a green or a monster infrequent. There's a lot of really good monster infrequents. You know, like you can put a relic on there. And the blues just can't compete with it. I mean, sometimes there's some other stats on there you might need, but damage-wise, they're usually not even close. So it'd be nice if they got some decent blues that actually were a real option to use. You're almost never going to use a blue unless you can't find a green, but usually you can even vendor farm a green that'll outdamage a blue. And almost the same thing applies for legendaries. A lot of the legendaries don't match up well with monster infrequents. I mean, they're loaded with other stats though, so that's a reason you might use them. Baby bow of fire. Let's sell that. And, you know, speaking of monster infrequents, there was some speculation that there might be a monster infrequent throwing weapon. And I don't know if there's been one discovered or not yet, or if there was, I don't think anybody really posted it, but I know there was some talk about that there might have been one. Somebody found something in the files or something that sounded like a monster infrequent throwing weapon, but without actually having it drop. It was uncertain. And it would have been, I believe, dropped by a skeleton, an Act 5 skeleton. So that's what made me think of it, these skeletons coming up out of the ground. At least I think it was an Act 5 skeleton. It was skeleton for sure, but now I'm not 100% sure if it was Act 5. Another green item I could sell. It's like a cave or something. I thought I seen a quest. There it is, a quest mark here too. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Oh, it's a trap, that's what it's all about. Wasn't too bad, just a lot of them.
Oh, so you opened the gate. Didn't they teach you to close the door behind you? You must be mighty indeed, and foolish too. Foolish. Ha! Perhaps one comes with the other. like you come to me. But a door is made for people to pass through, no? What did you do in that hostile whiteness? Their bones are still outside, and in here, there is only blackness. And dust. Dust and bones, black and white.
Alright, let's see what's up ahead. Traps. This room looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Well, I can't get around that way. It looks a lot like the Act 2 Telkeen's room. Nope. And dead end, okay. Master Forged armbands. Wow, a lot of stats here. I wish it would show the affixes, so I'm not guessing whether or not some these are fixed stats, affix stats, although the less damage from constructs and devices isn't an affix unless it's something that was added in the expansion. Now the -7 health regen, that looks like Desecrate? I can't remember, but there is an affix where you have the negative health regen, so that could be on there as well.
Okay.
Dragon Staff of Flame, Leaf Blade of Siren. I don't know if I have room for all this stuff. Okay, I guess I do. I'm gonna have to get to a vendor. I think I have a whip. He did. He had a whip. I wonder if there's gonna be whips that drop. Let me just see if I can change my filter. Shields. Is it that thing? Where did it go? No. It looked like an actual whip. This is a sword. It's not on the ground. Alright, I'll be watching for those again. This is kind of a big area. And okay, there's a quest over here. Oh, a boss. Little mushroom men. What the heck? This guy got a cannon?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's another one of those. It's a weird place for an enchanter.
Crows!
Huh.
Be gone!
I just wanted to see if there was anything different about him. Oh, wait a minute. And a portal? I don't think I finished this cave, though. Let me go back in there. So maybe it isn't all that weird, although having to fight enemies to get to it, that's strange.
You cannot open this door.
Okay. Make sure my buff's good. Remember there was that boss or something in here. Nope. These guys keep cloaking or like going invisible? More Master Forged armbands. Well, at least I can compare a couple sets now. Whoa, get out of there. Glad that's not too much damage. I wonder if, like in Legendary, if they make that a little stronger. Master Forged. Where are my other...
You here?
There they are. Let me see if I can get them over there. Oops. Distracted now. Oh shit. Is this the boss? No, I thought he might have been the boss. Some kind of a golem. Okay, now I can look at these things. Elemental resist, elemental resist. So this one definitely has an extra affix on it. So the standard, that less damage from stuff looks like it's going to be probably a fixed stat. And the I'm going to guess the elemental resist. The strength could be an affix. So this one has the negative health, the poison damage, poison resist. Yeah, I think that's desecrated. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that's a standard affix there. Oh, here we go. Let's go get them, pets. I'm gonna hide. As long as I hold aggro, stay out of his way, the pets should be able to take care of him. Looks like he has a few different attacks. There's a fire, there's the poison. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some kind of a physical. I missed. Oh, is that it? Alright, pets, no, maybe not. I got some little other things that came along with him, that spawned from him. Pets are doing okay, though. Yeah, they came out of it. They hardly got scratched. Dragon Staff of Foresight. I'm not even going to pick that up. I'm running out of inventory space. And a ring. I don't recognize that name. Well, that's definitely a new item. There's another relic. Fungoid spores. Oh, rune tablet. I wonder if it's for those. I was thinking the guys in the room. I'm not sure, but maybe it'll help me open that door. Or maybe just killing that boss will open that door. Let me see if I'm done with this cave. I don't know if this attaches here. I gotta go check. I don't know how to get there. Maybe you can't get there. Let me see if I can see in there from here. There's a room over there, but it looks empty. Alright, I'm going to head back to that door. I ain't going to walk through that wall, though. There we go. You know, this kind of looks like the Act 2 Telkeen's room 2. Alright, let me see what he wants.
Let your sword rest, trespasser. We are only smiths, and our craft is forgery, not melee. The ones you slew were our hosts and captors. Their deaths will be mourned, but they won't be missed. I am Dvalin, and this is my brother Durin. We are the firstborn of Ymir. We have tended this forge for a very long time, and shall continue to do so beyond the renewal of the world. It is hard, but rewarding labor. So, behold the great Dvergr hole. Not many humans have seen it, but why are you here? Ha ha ha! The passage to the Fifth Realm. Long has it been since any Dvergr stood at the topmost eaves of reality. The path you speak of has been closed for a long time, but we remember the way still. There is one thing, however. Although the demise of our self-proclaimed guardians, Ostri and Gnar, pleases us, their defeat leaves us at the mercy of the Fungoids, a savage and terrible race that inhabit the natural caves beneath these mountains. Eradicate them, and we will show you the old path that winds through Midgard. If you can't even deal with the Fungoids, you won't survive what lies inside the mountain. See it as a test for your own safety.
You come from across many seas on a fool's errand. But you've caught us at a bad time, I'm afraid, as it's the twilight of our race. Well, there's no time like the present. What do you want, trespasser?
I don't know.
A human? Down here. Haha. You look the worse for wear, Wanderer. You'd better buy some of our stock, or the fungoids will get you.
Well, he's got some black dye in here. That's something you don't find in too many vendors. There's the guy in Act 3 that's not in a city. It's hard to get to because there's no portals. And then there's the Master Blacksmith. And he doesn't have it that often, but the other guy in Act 3 seems like he has it all the time. Or just about. Okay, let me unload some stuff. I'm trying to hang on to these monster infrequents as much as I can, although I'm running out of space. And it's not really compatible with TQ Vault. It just, you get this little... Oh, shit, I didn't mean to sell that. You get this little square with a question mark. So I can't keep everything. I definitely want that sword. I don't need that staff. I don't need that ring. That's useful. And, okay, I can get rid of that. It's not a monster infrequent. I'm going to keep as many of those as I can. And one of the reasons is potentially there's bugged stats on some of them, so I don't know if they're going to be changed, and some of them might get even better. So I'll hang on them for that.
Good luck.
That's a weird place to have a trap chest. So I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go now. Oh yeah, maybe just out to that portal area. That must be another area that opens up out there. I'll go check it out. And there's a black door back there. I suppose at some point that's going to open up. I'm going to end right here at this portal. I'll try to figure out what I'm supposed to do for those guys next time.